Hey everyone, this is my 8th month on testosterone. I was feeling like I was leveling out and that the changes that were going to be taking place from here on out were just going to be, minor and not real noticeable. But last month I thought I was coming down with a cold because my voice started dropping, and that cold never materialized. In fact, my voice had just dropped. It dropped to the point where I can now sit in a chair, and if I start talking, I can feel it rumble out my back up against the chair. So that's kind of fun for me. I've always had a deep voice. Even when I was growing up in junior high, I was teased mercilessly for having a deep voice, and so perhaps my voice will be quite deep once I get done with my adolescent period. But so that's been kind of fun to see my voice drop. It's been frustrating for me because I can't sing the Christmas songs like I used to. I was in choir all 3 years in high school. I sang alto and tenor, and I really love to harmonize, and it has been really difficult for me to try and get used to my new range and find my place. I go to sing what I think is a note, and the note that comes out is not what I was expecting, and so that's been kind of frustrating, although I know that it's just a matter of time. I just got to practice and figure out where my range is again, and how my voice reacts now that it's deeper. So, but that's been kind of an interesting thing with Christmas coming up. Other changes, I'm getting hair in all kinds of different places that I wasn't expecting, or maybe expected but just was the last thing on my mind. I thought I had stopped because I wasn't getting any new hair growth for 2 or 3 months, and then last month, or the end of last month, beginning of this month, I started breaking out with ingrown hairs all over again, and so my hair's coming in thicker again on my legs, and it was already quite thick from the initial hair growth when I first started. I'm starting to get hair on the back of my hands. I'm starting to get chest hair, and that's really bugging me because I don't like the way that chest hair looks on a pre-op chest. So I'm looking forward to getting those things taken care of so that my chest looks normal with lots and lots of hair on it. Yeah, so those were the main things that have changed. My eyes have changed too. I don't know if that's related to the testosterone. My muscles have really bulked up. Anywhere there's muscles in my body, they've gotten bulkier. My feet have bulked up to where I can barely wear any of the shoes that I had pre-op or pre-op. And so I imagine that would affect the muscles in my eyes as well. This fall, as night has come sooner and sooner, I've discovered that I can't focus on anything distant. It's really blurry. So we really couldn't afford to get glasses, not with some of the other debts that we've had and Christmas coming up. So I was able to go online and find an online place that does glasses. You just have to give them your script. So I went and had my eyes checked and had the optometrist write me out a script, and I went online and got some glasses, and I think they turned out really good. It was only it was less than $50 for the glasses, less than $50 for the optometrist, so I was able to get a pair of glasses that will at least make do until next summer, when I can perhaps find a second job and bring a little bit more money in. So the only thing that bothers me is they're big. They're a little bit bigger. They reflect a lot more, so I'm not sure how they're gonna show up in this video. Anyway, so my eyes have changed. My skin, my muscles have gotten quite dense. I go to give myself a shot now, and I really have to put a lot of force behind the needle, and it's a little bit more painful because of that. I never thought I would rue the day when I was soft and a little bit on the pudgy side, but when I first started taking my shots, it was no big deal whatsoever. It would slide right in. I didn't feel much of anything, but now, not only have I lost a lot of the fat on my hips and my butt where I give my shot, but the muscle is dense, and so it glides through what little fat there is there, hits muscle, and I can tell when I hit the muscle, and then it's just, I really have to put some force into it, and it's painful not only just to go into the muscle, but then when you're actually injecting the testosterone, because it's so thick, I really feel where it's been injected at, and I'm sore there for a couple days afterwards. So I guess that's just what comes with having more muscle now. Anyway, some of the issues that I've been dealing with, nothing really big. Now that Christmas has come up, you know, we've started getting cards and gifts from family members, and to my surprise, I got a box from my mother. She sent us Christmas presents. Now, she wouldn't use my name on the package. It was to the Carwin family, but you know, I guess it's a step in the right direction. We haven't talked since last May, when she pretty much told me that I'd always be a beautiful daughter of God in her eyes. So, and I kind of lashed back out at her after that. I just was really irritated at her for her response, because she always jumps back onto Mormon teachings, and I hate people that I have a hard time with people who can't search their hearts and their minds to understand other people and have to latch on to a doctrine to guide themselves. If you can't use your own brain and your own heart, what's the point of having them, you know? So anyway, and then just a couple days later, I got a card from her. Again, it was addressed to the family. She didn't use my name in it, but she did write a few things in the card and wished us a Merry Christmas, and that was nice too. So hopefully she'll come around. Yeah. So anyway, other issues at work. The bathroom up front that I have been using broke for a couple of weeks, and so it forced me to use the bathroom at the back of the building that has multiple stalls, and so I was always on edge going in there. See, I don't have a problem using the men's restroom out in public, because these guys don't know me, and they see me, and they notice that I'm a guy, and they see that I'm a guy, and they don't think anything of it. At work, all the guys knew me pre-T, and so a lot of them still give me that side glance like, yeah, he thinks he's a guy. And so I feel really uncomfortable going into the bathroom with them, and so I'm always, you know, if I know somebody's in there, I wait till they come out, and then if I'm in there and somebody comes in, I wait till they leave before I leave. I have run into a couple of guys, and for the most part, they're you know, just guys. They just ignore you or just nod. And I had one guy greet me by name and ask me how I was doing, but for the most part, I just feel really uncomfortable in there. And so I was quite grateful when the bathroom up front finally was fixed. I don't know, I've heard a lot of trans people say that the job that they transition in, they have a hard time staying in, because even though people can be, you know, accepting as much as they can be, they still can't get over the fact that they knew you as your previous gender, and that haunts you at the job that you transition in. So I guess I'm just starting to realize the implications of that, and it still haunts me. I don't know, we'll see what it's like 6 months from now. Hope you all have a happy holiday season, and I will talk with you later. Bye.